Heartily welcome back, Simon, to our newest episode of Ask the Founder. Today
Thank
we
you.
have a very special point concerning the public launch. What does it mean? Does it make a bang and then the future multiverse exists, is there? I know it's not that because we have it already, but what does it
Correct.
mean for existing investors? What does it mean for new investors, for private and for business users? If you have an overview for
Thank
that,
you.
thank you very much.
Absolutely. It's not going to be, let's say, one bang because that already happened a long time ago. So it was the bang happened when we actually started this project. So it was a continuous development and growth to where we are now. But now we are at a, let's say, tipping point in terms of our acceleration, scaling worldwide. So one of the key part that our public launch now is representing, what it means now is that we are really have reached a point of scaling and influence worldwide, where we're now really engaging entire governments on large scale, leading institutions, and further creating, let's say, partnerships with top influential companies and organizations and individuals worldwide who have in-depth access to many different industries, including industries like basically all the industries through the partnerships that we have, literally, including even all the entire asset management market worldwide. And we're going to go into detail potentially in the next conversation. But we're now finalizing our pre-launch. This means that basically the initiation of a public launch means that all the VIP pre-launch and pre-launch, let's say, limited amount of packages where we have made the opportunity available and, let's say, offered that anybody who is purchasing our participation NFT will have lifetime long participation in terms of our platform fees we're going to generate and also our memberships we're going to have, but also basically all the revenues that are generated also through the referrals, I mean, through the marketing pools. This will be lifetime, but this opportunity will never be available anymore. Also, as we are not selling any shares anymore, revenue sharing system will be complete by then, means all the NFTs will have been sold. So there will not be any opportunity anymore to basically buy in the actual, let's say, revenue share participation, which usually is done by companies through either selling stocks in a private way or, let's say, selling stocks through a public offering on the stock market. So it means this process for us then is complete, and we are focusing then completely on the scaling of the distribution of our products and services that we have and the assets we have created, which have an enormous value in many different ways, which is our economic space, usable in a multiple way, using it as a company. So if a company purchased our land, they can put their entire factory on there, or their products, their services, their booth, their entire exhibition, whatsoever. And they can offer their products, services, their assets to the public. Anybody from any device, phones, laptops, computers, tablets, VR, can access it even through our hardware device from anywhere they are in the world, even through satellite internet. And it's hyper realistic. So it's basically a completely decentralized, we answered that in the other interview, system where everybody can come together. Governments, companies, organizations, institutions, agents, and clients, bring them all together to fast track transactions of investments or purchases or referrals. Basically, an entire economic platform where we're now putting entire countries online. And the public launch means now is that we are very fastly accelerating this. Means when all the last pre-launch packages are sold, means all the participation sharing opportunities are finished. And then with the public launch, we're really focusing on the distribution of our products and services together with the partners, all of the partners that we have already on board, and also new partners where we are then creating, let's say, distribution partnerships to scale the actual distribution of our offering worldwide.
Will business users be able to use the future multiverse from the very first moment of the public launch? So will they be able to put their companies to be seen in the future multiverse, or do they still have
Yes,
to wait? Okay, that's
they
good to
will.
know. Wonderful.
Means that from that moment on,
Mhm.
companies can either, if they already purchased our land, they will be able to use this land from that moment on. So they can say, I want to buy design package. I want to specifically, let's say, design my product, my service, my asset, my real estate, my factory, whatsoever. We can design it for them. They can stream it to the platform. So either they already have our hardware device by then, or they can say to us, look, they want to, let's say, hire a slot for doing that on our server, basically, to stream it to that base in the meantime. But the ideal solution would be that they purchase one of our hardware devices, because it gives them so many different benefits. And then they can stream it from their own hardware device to that land plot. And that is planned to be ready when we're doing the public launch.
Okay, so everyone who already bought a package or who will buy it in the pre-launch phase now can benefit from the very first moment of the public launch, perhaps with his own company if he wants to use the land plot, or as an investor, benefit from the very first moment of the public launch when the rest of the land that you told us of will be sold. Then there will be a revenue coming to everyone who has these NFTs that you talked about, the business or the marketing NFTs. Okay.
Correct. And as I mentioned, a very important point, of course, we have set a goal of selling 10% of the economic space, of the total economic space. In the pre-launch, it's only a total of 5% that is sold. In the public launch, it will be an additional 10%, and these 10% will equal to $2 billion. So everybody who is basically already owning then participation NFT, they will be participating from that, but this offer is only available in the pre-launch. So in the public launch, basically, these 10% are sold, $2 billion. And after that, only the rest of the land plot that we make available is only going to be available to be rented as a company or a government, as an individual. So this process will then, let's say, generate returning revenues for the platform, of course, but not only us as a company, a platform provider, lease our own land, make it available for rent, but also everyone who owns a land plot can use it, but also make it available for rent for others to use it, so that they can have returning income through rental income from other companies, so from anybody who's renting it. And also while they do that, they can stake that land. So let's say put the actual blockchain function of that land plot to use. Of course, they can also sell their land plot if they want to. So they can make it available for sale and trade it on our marketplace or Launchpad, basically, for and anybody who is interested in purchasing a land plot, they can then purchase it directly on our marketplace. So all of those functions, everything will be available on our marketplace and Launchpad. And anyone who has an affiliate license, let's say licensed agent on our platform, can refer any product, any service, any asset to anyone that they want through an affiliate link. Means the whole process, also purchase processing procedures, are going to be fully available and streamlined. So you can basically send your link to anybody. Could be a company, could be an organization, could be an individual. And then no matter what this potential client is going to buy on the platform, anything, the system will know that you have made the introduction. And then basically the payment processor is going to process the purchase. And we as a platform will receive a platform fee. And you as an agent will receive your commission. And the vendor, of course, receives the purchase price paid to them in the currency that they want. So they can say, I want to be paid to my already existing bank account or my already existing ledger. So they don't have to create an account where they basically have to, where deposits and withdrawals have to be done. Same also for the buyers. The buyers can choose in what currency they want to purchase, in fiat or in cryptocurrencies, but from their existing accounts. So from the existing bank accounts or the existing Web3 wallets. So it's a very streamlined and decentralized process, which is, of course, and I also have to mention that, secured by KYC and KYB. So every user that is onboarding to the platform to create, let's say, a trust layer has to do a KYC as an individual and a KYB as an organization. So as an end client, you can be sure that basically if the company that you buy from is a real company.
All of this will be shown with the public launch. Everybody can see that, and all of the companies and organizations and governments that already bought a package and are partnered with the Future Multiverse, you create all of their spaces now, and all of this will be seen with the public launch too. So we are all very excited. We only have a few rest of packages, and the faster the people buy, the faster the public launch starts. Very interesting. Thank you very much, Simon, for our today's Ask the Founder episode, and to the public, stay tuned.
Thank you so much.